Let's go.
Let's be away, sir.
So, bro, I came across this like really cool AI platform yesterday, and I've subscribed to it. I'm in.
Okay.
But bro, it's really cool. It basically removes the need for you to have podcast mics or any kind of mics ever.
Oh.
And a few of these, like, you know, AI audio mastering services have existed. Oh, I've been on the lookout for them for some years. Because I master all the audio myself, but I would like to just like I don't think I could do it as good as an AI can do it. I could do it.
Right. How does it get rid of the need for mics though?
So this is what I was looking for.
This is what you're saying, like read your lips.
So I'll explain to you. So I was been looking for something to master audio using AI, so that I can just like take the raw audio from this episode and just throw it into AI, and it can actually like professionally master it. Like how a professional audio masterer would master audio. Because all I do is I just like neaten up, like make sure like everything's level and make sure it doesn't go too loud in someone's car and stuff like that. So I've been looking at this for a while because I don't want to study music production. I don't want to study like audio production. I definitely don't want to study music production either, just as a side point. But I never really came across anything that did the job. Like, there's a lot of like things that say they can do it and then they're not great. However, I came across this app, this website yesterday. It's called Podcastle AI, and what it do is sorry, bro, I've got this incredibly interesting text message.
Okay.
Sick.
Can I inquire about what the contents of that text message is?
Yeah, I'm going to show you the whole text message. So first of all, that's who it's from.
Oh, wow.
That was my question.
Wow.
Read my question. That I want to get this particular person as a guest on Fresh Grounded, and he said I'll message him, and he just got to me now as I opened this just now on air. He said okay.
Allah barik, man. So is he going to come here?
I don't know.
Or like the Zoom thing. Oh, that's massive, man.
Yeah, so I've got to get back to this now.
That might,
I've
yeah,
got to
of course.
say, amazing, Jazakallah khair. How can I arrange it? How can I arrange this? Yeah, bro. It's just it's a bit of a shot in the dark, and I don't message this person too often.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to bug him.
Yeah.
Should I just say it?
You're just dropping names out, names.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like I'm keeping a secret from the Fresh Guy listeners who have supported this podcast from day one, day dot.
Keeping it in the dark at this point.
I'm now getting an audio recording
from
said person. Basically, I wanted, I was like, it'd be cool to get Sheikh Asim al-Hakim on the podcast.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, his videos and clips always go viral online, and he's quite, it seems like he's quite a comedy, not quite a comedy stuff. He's quite got a good sense of humor, is what I was trying to say. Yeah. And so I wanted him on the pod, and I was like, so I emailed him. And I was like, I must know someone who like directly knows him. And so I won't say who this person is in case but I just WhatsApped someone else, and they just got back to me and said I'll ask him, and then they just got back to me now and said he's said okay. So it looks like inshallah,
man. That could not be like the most viewed.
I think it could be the most viewed Fresh Grounded episode. Yeah, I was so many questions I could ask him. I want to ask him, not like Q&A stuff, just like
live stuff.
I just want to ask him about I mean, if anybody's listening to this and they have any questions for him, put them in the comments.
Yeah, definitely. I may send you a couple over next week or so.
Yeah. So I don't know how long this is going to take. I obviously don't know how we're going to arrange it because I just got the okay now, but we can confirm that he said the 2 letters okay, which is positive.
That is like generally a good thing.
Yeah, generally okay means yes.
Yeah, it does. I don't think we need too much into that.
Okay, no. So anyway, back to podcast. So I found this, bro, so great. So what it does, bro, is it will take you're right, you can't be a mute obviously, but let's say for example right now we're recording on those cameras there, but we're using these external mics, and if we didn't use the external mics, the only audio we'd be getting would be from those cameras, and it would be like someone talking from the other room. It would be really quiet, right? But what Podcaster does is it sounds like it's a sponsorship, but it's not. It takes that audio, so we wouldn't need these mics. It would take that audio and it would turn it into as if it's being recorded on here, and it actually works really well.
I didn't think that was possible. Like, I thought, like, literally, it can't improve. Because I've always thought, I've had a few things where I've done a YouTube video and I've sent to an editor.
Yeah.
And it's like there's been a background noise or like a humming or whatever. And it's like we physically can't remove that, or my voice is just too low or something like that. Well, so I thought like it's impossible. Like if it's not recorded properly in the first place, you can't improve that.
Well, that's correct. And so that's, I suppose, why it's AI, because it's artificial, right? It's probably what it's doing is taking that snippet, cloning your voice,
right,
and then like doing it like that.
Do you have to give it like a sample of your voice, like a good sample?
No, okay. So there is a separate feature it has about that you can clone your voice on this website as well.
That makes sense.
So you give it a sample, and then you can you can say anything. The reason I haven't used that feature is because I don't know if that's permissible Islamically.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking then, because like, I mean, if you give it a sample of your own voice, again,
what this is doing is it's improving what's already.
That's right.
Right, it's improving. I'm making volume. It's like using AI to improve that audio.
Yeah.
But actually giving it a sample of my voice, and then it can create anything using my voice. Is that recreating the question? Maybe a question for Asim Hakim.
Yeah.
You know.
There you go.
We should write that one down.
There's a link right there, mate.
Yeah.
You should have an ENAT doc just for that episode.
Oh, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna plan the episode proper.
Yeah.
You shouldn't give your plans away, should you? But look. We're building in public with this thing now.
Yeah.
I got the message. I can't listen to his voice note right now, but I've got a voice note in my. I've got a 37-second voice note currently in my WhatsApp.
That's burning a hole in your pocket.
Burning a hole in my pocket.
If you want to play it, we'll just cut it out. Because I want to hear it. Oh no, I shouldn't hear it.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
private message, isn't it?
All right, I'll listen to it after. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's exciting. Imagine the voice note is 37 seconds. No. What?
But it starts with okay first, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like forwarded voice note. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. That'd be really cool.
Keep posting on that, for
forget about any points that you might have had for the podcast. Let's talk about this.
Absolutely.
So anyway, I came across that software. It's quite cool. And the point of that, what was the point of that? The point of that was like, it was so good, bro, that it really does. I'm actually going to stop using. So, you know, in all my like clips and stuff, sorry, bro, I just like spat. So
no, it's fine.
In all of my social media clips and stuff, I normally use a microphone. I might, for the next few clips, try and literally not use a microphone because the audio quality is that good.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, wow.
Okay. I was thinking like you're just going to like use it to master it, but fair enough.
No. I think I'm actually going to, like, because now it removes... For a person who doesn't have mics, it removes the expense of spending hundreds of pounds on a mic.
That's true. However, these sort of mic arms, stuff like that, have become, what's the word? Synonymous with like, okay, this person's a serious podcaster.
Yeah.
Right? And it might take away that veneer of like...
No, for sure. That I would keep it for the podcast for that reason. But I mean the social media clips.
Oh, right. But even then, like when I see that at the bottom of a social media clip, I think, oh, this guy's, you know...
This guy knows what he's invested.
This guy's got a mic. I got
at the very least, this guy has a net worth of a few $100s.
You know what I mean?
Because he's invested that into the podcast.
He's got like a couple £100.
Yeah.
Immediately, my brain's ticked on.
If he needs 50 quid, he's selling that mic.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's got the money.
Seriously though, but it adds a bit of like esteem to it.
It does.
So I don't know. Maybe just keep it in there even if you're not using it. Just like.
But you know what, bro? I'm just thinking from the angle of
flex on them.
Ease. And because what I do now is I record audio separately, I record video separately. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have a external mic plugged into the camera, but generally speaking, I will record audio separately. So then I have to give my editor 2 different files. I'm just thinking from a laziness perspective, I have to set up less. I just set up the camera and I just start. My editor just shoves it into the podcast, churns out good audio.
No, what I'm saying is do that, but keep the mic there anyway, like unplugged.
Oh, like for the sake of...
Swing the thing around like in the thing if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah. The XLR cable,
It adds something, I feel.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that, yeah.
Yeah, because when I record videos, I feel like I should have, if I'm sitting down at least, I should have like a big mic.
Well, I mean...
I do feel naked and poor with that one.
A good friend of yours...
he did.
A good podcast of yours...
He did.
Gift you a mic some time back.
He did, but it doesn't have the arm and stuff, so he actually threw me into the gutter with that.
Right, you're a bad friend.
Yeah, so it's kind of like too low.
Right.
So I have to like go like that.
You can get an arm for that.
I could.
Yeah, you could.
And yet here I am armless.
Yeah.
Still armless. I'm waiting for my friend to
bring the arm in. Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't need arms anymore for the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he might give you both of them.
Yeah. Well, soon you can like visually put the mic there anyway.
Yeah. Nah, but I think that's good. I'm looking forward to seeing how that works.
Yeah.
All right. Yesterday, I was shooting guns. Went to the gun range.
Oh yeah. Was it your first time, bro?
First time.
Ah.
You been?
Of course.
Sorry.
You asking Big Face?
Stupid question.
You asking Big Face if he's shot the old AK-47? Yeah. How was it, bro? Which one did you go to?
The Jebel Ali one.
Nice.
Did you go to the Sharjah one?
I went to Jumeirah shooting range, I think it was called.
Oh, where's that? I didn't know that was a thing.
I think it's in Jumeirah.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
Yeah. But I've heard of Jebel. I think Jebel Ali is quite a popular one, common one.
It is popular. That's the one I always thought was only one of them, and that one's in Sharjah. But I'll check out Jumeirah next.
I was being bougie because I went with Danjum when they closed the whole thing off for us.
Right. That sounds about. Yeah. I don't think Jumeirah one's open to the general public.
It was open. It was no. I don't. It might be. I think it is open to the general public, but they we were like allowed at like they opened up earlier. They opened up early for us then for public so that we could have it to ourselves, which was really cool. I used his fame to my advantage, and we tried all of the guns and it was fun.
Fair enough. What gun did you use?
We actually we're gonna post them on social media. We both were really excited about the pictures that we had. We had sick pictures.
Yeah.
And like one of our close friends, that night we had dinner and he was like, "Don't do it." We were like, "What?" And he was like, people look for excuses to like he was saying to us like, be cautious, like, you know, you're famous and you're Muslim and people are just gonna look for excuses to be like, oh, those guys like got guns and stuff. So but we were very clearly in shooting range. Maybe I'll post it now that it's been a long time. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds good because you do get very good. I got very good pictures with my gun.
You do get good pictures. Yeah. Really. So how was it?
It was good, man. I had a lot of myths, I guess, about shooting a gun that were not true. Busted some myths. I thought the gun would be mad heavy. Yeah. Because I kept hearing, the gun's like a lot heavier than you think. Seemed light to me, if anything.
Yeah, exactly. When you're carrying spell.
You know what I mean? So I lifted it up with ease. I was using the AUG AUG, which is a gun I used to use in like Call of Duty way back when. Yeah. Right. So it was like from my childhood, I was like, bro, I've got to use that gun. Okay. So I used that. Very nice looking gun. Had a green laser, which I was a fan of as well. Nice scope on it. Nice. And again, another thing, I was like, the scope might be really difficult to use, and like, you know, I made him push the target all the way down, like 25 meters. So I thought that would be tough. It was actually easier than I thought, man. Alhamdulillah, I did pretty good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, nice. I think a lot of it is kind of... no, it was easy and I absolutely smashed it. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. A lot of it is... I do think that people are experts at it and are great, but also a lot of it is, I don't want to say common sense, but you know, there's a target you're shooting, right? Like, after all, I was like, you can't really miss, really. Yeah, it's just about how well you can shoot it. If you can shoot it like bang in the middle or not. Yeah, but then he goes to me after I finished shooting. I was looking around more, and like the place, like there's a target in front of you, but then there's a whole room around the target. Place is trashed, man. Like really? bullet holes all over the place, like mad off to the side. Wow. So I was like, oh wow, you can get it wrong, but no, I enjoyed it, and I thought. Isn't it interesting how in America, it's way more, I suppose, like a common thing, right? Yeah, you can just buy one. Just go to the range. Yeah, I mean, you could. Don't have to go to the range. You can buy one of those assault rifles in America and just have one. Yeah, sure. How much did it cost you? By the way, you have to have a license. How much did it cost you? 800 and something for two guns. It's not cheap. Yeah. It's not cheap. So it's like £85 per person between two guns, basically. No, 800 dirhams, you said. Yeah, but for two guns. All in total, you paid 800. Yeah, for two people, 2 guns each. No, 1 gun each. Oh, 1 gun each, 2 people. Yep. That's not cheap, bro. That's not. And I remember when we went, it wasn't cheap either. No, it's not cheap. But you are dealing with like a legit, like it's a real gun. Like it's not like a replica or like fake bullets, real bullets. Another thing interesting me is like you can actually smell the like gunpowder, I guess. Yeah, that's good point, I kind of expected not to smell, but I did. What else, man? It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Do you think it's do you think that is expensive, or that because we haven't been before? That's just the general going rate. Both. In America, do you reckon they're paying that much? Nah, it's cheaper. It's more like accessible there because there's more accessible, right? Yeah, there's just more guns, more bullets. Here, it's just, I mean, I think anywhere else in the world it can be more expensive, but America's just like, mate. I feel like here people go to an activity. In America, they're going for trading. They're going to like test out their own guns. That's true. Or like you just go to there's gun shops there, and you can walk in. There's like literally 200 guns you can buy off the shelf. Yeah, you see, do you know what? America's such a funny place because I've never been. I know you have. Yeah. But you see, so living in the West and being in the West and consuming content from the West, a lot of what you see is of America. And so you see these things that you've never experienced in real life, and it could be as little as like seeing, you know, before it ended up coming over to the UK, which was very late. You're seeing things like In-N-Out Burger, Popeyes, and just thinking, wow, like that looks cool. That In-N-Out Burger looks amazing. Yeah. It's like almost like it turns into like a movie for you, like the idea of having an In-N-Out Burger.
In fact, I don't think I've even ever had it in that way.
I haven't. They're coming here. They're coming here though.
When?
Apparently soon.
When?
Apparently soon.
Tell me when.
Apparently soon.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. There was a couple of years back. They actually opened a small store for In-N-Out because apparently, if like let's say In-N-Out in America, if you don't use your brand name in the Middle East or in Australia, something like that, and for like 5 years, it becomes publicly available there.
Oh,
so they had to go and use it in a booth. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. But now I'm hearing they're coming. Oh, is it them or is it Chipotle? Could have been Chipotle, you know. Chipotle's coming.
Well, Chipotle it isn't as exciting because that was exciting at one point, but they opened that in Wembley, I think. No, in.
I never tried it.
They opened that in. I'm using my. What is it called? A horse voice.
Yeah, I think so.
Vocal fry. People hate this.
Yeah.
People can't stand it. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, why is he using vocal fry?
Vocal fry.
So they had that in northwest London somewhere, like near Edgware. There was debate whether it was halal or not. I never tried it.
Right.
However, In-N-Out I really want to try. They opened something recently in Dubai that they had in America that was quite exciting. But what was it? It was something Smoky Jack's, Uncle Jay's, something like that.
Dave's Hot Chicken?
2 words. No, that was cool. But
Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's.
Yeah, I haven't tried. I thought it was overrated though.
Yeah. I tried it. It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon I've tried Bonbird, which I think is a local one. I really like that.
Yeah, Bonbird's great. Pickle's great. Do you know what? They've got a lot of great chicken.
Yeah, man.
Like, what is that category called when it's like
the chicken scene?
Chicken burger. No, you say the chicken scene, but there's 3 versions.
Yeah.
There's your Dixie chicken cottage level, which is like, you know, a grim chicken burger and wings, which is my favorite level.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful taste wise. And then there's this pickle Bonbird, which is luxury, great quality luxury deep fried chicken. And then there's obviously like, you know, restaurants and stuff. Yeah. So what do you call this? Like premium? It's like
it's like premium fried chicken, I guess.
Yeah, PFC.
PFC.
So.
But yeah, it's hot. And we know like Cairo, for example, he really wants like
the
grimy standard here.
Yeah.
And I just feel like you can get places that are like it's not premium, but it's still not going to be like grimy. Because like in London, it's like, mate.
Bro, guess who just emailed me?
Is it who we're talking about?
Asim Hakim.
Is it? What's he saying? You allowed to say it?
Well, let me see. I'm not gonna say it loud just in case, but you can.
That was quick, innit?
I just.
You'd get AI to read your lips now.
A lot of things on a daily basis. He's emailed me privately. Wow. It's happening, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
He's basically said that he can't come here. Okay. No, I can't say it because I just don't want to like expose a conversation that I haven't got his permission.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's
cut that bit out. Cut that bit out because. But the fact.
I can say that he said it. I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying that. Fine. He's saying that he can't come here, like, as in not from a legal perspective. It's just long. Okay, but he's not here. Fine, that's all he's saying is that he's not here. It's not practical. Yeah. No. He didn't mean it from any other angle. But it's. Happening. I need to go and tell my wife that I've got a flight to book.
Oh wait, we're going there?
No, I'm not saying anything.
What? Okay, that would be sick.
Kaya Ismail. It's very exciting.
Oh wow, that would be sick, man. Inshallah.
Very exciting.
And my wife also like that because she likes like his videos.
That is very exciting.
Alhamdulillah, man.
Let's see what happens. I mean, what were we saying? Yeah, so the point I was making is that you see a lot of footage of America growing up.
Yeah.
And you kind of end up thinking, I wonder what that's like.
They do a good job glamorizing it.
Yes.
Yeah. And
you've been, was it like what the content you consume or different?
I don't think I spent enough time there to confirm or deny that.
Did you go to any of the burger shops?
No,
even for just some fries.
I didn't have time.
Did they say to you, do you want fries with that?
But I did go. No, but I did go through a mall. I went through a mall. So I walked through a mall. I saw those places.
Did they call it a mall in America, or did they call it like a shopping center?
No, more.
Why is it
strip mall? Strip mall.
Yeah. What's a strip mall?
I think a strip mall is like one of the
mall on the strip.
The strip malls.
Yeah, we're like like a strip of land, and it's
got mall on it.
Like here, for example, JBI is a strip.
Yeah, but so here's the thing. For example, I don't think Dubai's got strip malls, but it's like. The small malls are not like glamorous. It's a strip mall. It's like
that's what. So that in America, people are going to clip this and be like, oh my God, these losers from America. Fine. So in America,
a strip mall is not a glamorous mall. I think it's like.
And then what do they call it? What do they call a nice mall? Just a mall.
Just it'll be called like Jackson's AK-47 mall. Shoot 'em up mall.
As American as you can get. Okay.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that you hear a lot in American media about hotels and motels.
Yeah.
Right. A motel is obviously a hotel on a motorway, like a grimy hotel.
Yes.
But what's interesting is we don't really have them.
No, we don't. I've never seen one. Still, only in movies. I think a motel literally. Like you can drive your car basically up to the front of the door.
Oh,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
So it's like the car. It's
I assume they're like much cheaper than a hotel.
Yeah, it's literally like the doors like you're living in the car park basically.
We're getting clipped and mocked.
Yeah, we are. These guys don't know what a motel is. But
I think a motel is on the motorway.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, on the motorway as well. Yeah, that's a pretty big part of it.
Yeah.
But it's like it's basically part of a parking lot.
And then parking lot is another one because it's car park in the UK, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really? Interesting how it only seems to be the UK that calls a mall a shopping centre.
Yeah, although they opened one, didn't they? And they called it a mall. Did
what
they?
was that?
What's the
Not Westfield or anything.
No,
like that.
what's the new one? Battersea. They call it Battersea Mall.
I've not heard of that.
You know Battersea Power Station?
I've not no.
You know heard of, yes, you have.
I've heard of Battersea Power Station. I've not got the foggiest what it is.
You must
have
seen
seen
it.
that. Yeah.
They've turned that into a mall.
No way.
They thought, you know what? Forget the power.
What about the power?
Yeah, listen.
AI. Have you heard of Podcastle?
Yeah, exactly. No, so they apparently turned it into a mall, and I think they called it Battersea Mall, but I could be wrong. It could just be Battersea Shopping Centre, to be honest, and it wouldn't surprise me.
Battersea.
But UK doesn't do a good job of malls anyway, mate. Shopping centres, malls, it's not. Never liked it. I think Brent Cross is like half decent. West was okay, but UK is just like, oh mate, might get stabbed.
Where's that?
Yeah, I just don't think they do a good job of malls.
Well, bro, subhanallah, bro. Onto a serious topic, actually. In the UK, I just saw I know you're always seeing media about like more and more crime and violence and stuff, but it feels like I've seen even more recently. There's two things that come to mind. I saw something about there was like a stabbing and it was caught on camera. There's another one of this guy. He drove a truck into a house or something like this. Yeah, but it's just so prominent, man.
It is a problem, bro. And even before this one sticks with me because it was like a few weeks before we came here, before we moved here. So end of 2019. I used to live in Edmonton or Tottenham. Not sure. I was on the border, I think. And there was a guy running around just like stabbing people, bro, for like 6 days.
You were there, did you say?
It was happening like literally a 5-minute walk from where I was staying, my in-laws, right? And he was like, bro, I think he was on the loose for like 4 days and he stabbed 6 people. And he was just like hiding like in bushes and the police couldn't find him.
Man.
And it was like, bro, like, I can't walk down to the local shop because there's literally a guy, like they were reporting it, he's on the loose, we ain't found him yet.
Oh, really?
Day 3.
5 minutes away from you. Yeah, Ismail, if you're watching this.
He's literally, So that's just like, you don't need it, do you? I just want to go to the strip mall.
But do you think that it's okay, genuine question. Do you think that it seems worse because we're hearing about it, but we're on the outside? Because if you think back to when we were living there only a few short years ago, you know, people would from the outside might be like, oh, like we've heard this happen, and really for you, you're like, oh, it's like it's not that bad. Obviously, that stuff is bad, but as in, we're looking at it from the outside going, oh my gosh, like there's so much violence now in the UK. But when you live in there, you're like, you just do your day-to-day life and it's like, okay, they're making it seem worse than it is. So do you think we are now that person?
No, I don't. I'll tell you why. I think it's real because...
No, I know those events are real, but I'm saying like, is it just like, if we were still living in the UK, would we feel like how we've always felt in the UK, which is like, yeah, we're fine. Like we're here, we're from here. Like, you know, it's not that.
It's not that bad.
Not that the crime isn't that bad, but like as in
it won't affect your day to day.
Society's not that bad, right?
So whenever I talk to people who are still living there, they bring up the crime as well to me, like the crime's going to you. So I know
they're saying that it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it gets felt, and I remember also, I don't know if it's even before we had decided we were going to move, we were feeling that, and this was like 2016, 17 with my wife. So we first met type of thing, basically. So I know from then we were feeling it, and it wasn't as bad as now, right? when we decided, we need to move, and we made some solid plans to move, I think then we allowed ourselves. I think psychologically, when you are there and you haven't got any plan to leave, and you're here for the foreseeable future, you do have to sort of turn it down in your mind and like just turn it off a little bit, and not pretend that it's not happening. But psychologically, you've got to get on with life, innit? You can't sort of let it get to you.
I wonder if.
But I think when you get a way out, you sort of like think, okay, yeah, it is bad, and I'm glad I'm getting away from it.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I agree with you. I'm not saying I definitely disagree with you, but I'm still not 100% convinced that if I was in the UK right now, I would feel like the crime is as bad as I feel like it is when I look in from outside. I know that was a bit much.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's what I agree with, because when you're in it, if you're in it, you kind of psychologically have to sort of turn it down in your head.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I agree with. I don't remember ever intentionally turning it down in my head.
I'm not saying intentional, but I think it happens.
You just do it, maybe.
Yeah, and maybe we subconsciously turn it
Turning
up.
it up, right? That's what I'm saying. Maybe
it's possible. But
all I'm saying is maybe.
Yeah, it's possible. I'm not saying that's not happening, but we are just seeing things being recorded.
But you're right. Facts are facts. Like when you're seeing some of these crimes in the news or whatever. Like it's obviously happening. And did you see that video, bro, yesterday of the aid for the Palestinians getting kicked off the truck and stuff like that? Did you see the video?
I've seen so many.
Now it's going around everywhere.
I've seen ones where they're like burning a truck where it's got aid on it. I've seen one where they're blocking the road. The settlers are blocking the road. These illegal invader settlers are blocking. They put rocks on the road so that the aid vehicle can't get through.
Okay, I've not seen that.
And I've seen another one where they're burning a truck with aid on it.
There's one going viral right now of like everybody sharing it. And they're like on the truck, they're throwing the boxes, they're kicking the boxes, they're laughing, and they're essentially not letting their aid of food and stuff get to people of Gaza, which is really evil thing, man, to see.
Evil, genuinely evil stuff we're seeing, man. And have you seen this whole what's it called? This block trend.
Thing, yeah. I've seen.
Block out, I think it's called.
I've seen it in my peripherals.
Yeah.
I've seen people speak about it, but I don't know too much about it. But from what I know, people are blocking celebrities who have either not taken a stance or not spoken out about the genocide that's happening to Palestinians.
Yeah,
that's what I know.
Yeah, pretty much it. And now, interestingly, the ones who have been quiet, like for these 6 months, however long it's been since October 7th, and before that, it was not just starting then. Now they're coming like on a camera, like solemn camera thing, or like they're sort of talking about it.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of them, not all of them. Okay. A couple of them like, I'm starting this campaign. Yeah, there's a few of them. And it's like, obviously it's kind of like, you're just doing it now because you don't want to get cancelled, you don't want to get blocked. So it's like, I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, I've not seen that.
But it's interesting that they've responded to it, because there's been some very big celebrities who've got like 10 million plus-ish following, who've like, you can visibly see that there's been an impact on it. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, you're seeing sort of like these sort of 4, 5, 6 million, and some of them I never even knew who they were, but they've got like 6 million followers. But now they're coming out like, okay, yeah, this is what I haven't said anything so far. Here's what I really feel. So you don't know if you believe them, you don't know if it's just trying to whatever cover their tracks or just like not lose their following. But it has had an impact. And the whole concept of blocking, not just unfollowing, I think it's quite powerful, because it's like, even if I don't follow you, your content can still reach me. But now it can't reach my algorithm. So it's pretty powerful. And yeah, some of them have responded to it in a way that's good.
It seems that people are losing millions of followers, which is incredible. Millions.
Yeah.
Bro. That's a lot of people.
Yeah. And to be fair, man, like some of the names who I'm sure you're thinking of, I'm thinking should never have those millions in the first place.
Right.
Spreading what they spread. So that's good. That's just good anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing like even the ones who are sort of like coming to the camera now and the kind of thing, they're setting up like a charity, or like, you know, they're linking to charities who are able to help our brothers and sisters in Gaza and stuff. So, you know, inshallah, net good from that situation. Like,
yeah,
more charity and stuff going there.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
Yeah, and you obviously, I suppose, yeah, I was gonna say, like, you don't know, I suppose, like, why people are speaking positively. Well, not positively, as in, like, people are now speaking out about the genocide. But like you said, it's, I suppose, net positive because the more people who know about it and who take a stand against it.
Yeah, it's better that it happens by hook or by crook than not at all, I guess.
That more people need to know about it.
Yeah. So, and the more people do speak about it, the more 5, 6, 10 million people, a million following influencers do speak about it, the more socially acceptable it comes to speak about it.
That's interesting. That's true.
Yeah, because over in the West, it's like, you do, especially in America, stuff like that, you probably do feel very, like, threatened to speak truthfully.
I think especially people, I imagine, in like the entertainment industry in the US, like you just said, because it seems like in that industry, it's very much like people are trying to avoid it, the discussion. But then you see people, there have been a few celebrities who have spoken in solidarity with the Palestinians, and they've kind of been shunned, haven't they?
Yeah.
I can't remember who, but there was like a few people who have spoken in support of Palestine. There was like some really famous comedian or something, like non-Muslim.
There's been a few comedians,
or like actor.
Weirdly, the comedians have been the most vocal, it seems, about it.
I don't know. Can you think of who I'm thinking about? It's like a really famous.
I know Bill Burr has recently come out, and
Bill Burr, is that the comedian with the bald head?
Yeah, kind of.
And so I haven't seen this clip, but I saw that there was a clip posted, and the caption of the clip said that Bill Burr was arguing with
Bill Maher,
and he was like sticking on him apparently.
Yeah, that was good. And that
did you watch that clip? I didn't watch that.
I've seen a clip. I think it's a whole interview. So I haven't seen the whole interview, but I've seen like a very small clip of it where Bill Maher, whatever it's called. It's just like it's very like arrogant. I
find some of that difficult to watch, bro.
Yeah,
like when someone like defends the genocide in any way, it's very difficult to watch that and hear that, because it's like you're seeing children being murdered on a daily basis, and you can't put two and two together how in any ways that could be defended. Like the Pure Gym thing, like a classic example, and amazing to see so many. I'm really interested to see now. Like I'm really interested to see. Like the graphs of Pure Gym, like that, which obviously exist, and they've obviously seen it in their back office or whatever. They've seen the like numbers of subscriptions drop. I would love to see that visual and just understand and like see from a visual perspective, because that'll probably come out. Actually, are they publicly traded, or what does that even mean? Publicly traded? Are they public?
I think like every 3 months they've got to give
is that a UK thing? Is that just US?
No, it can be UK as well, I think.
Okay.
No, if they're UK, you can see that it's all everyone's part because it's all on the company's house. So
yeah, so I guess you'll be able to see their finances like next quarter.
Maybe next year max, something like that.
Fine. Because the reason I say I find it interesting is because recently in the news, the Starbucks CEO, I think, was being interviewed, and they showed that graph of their revenue, and it's like a huge drop, bro.
Yeah, because they're publicly traded and stuff, so you can see that. I don't know if Pure Gym can see that, but no doubt they've felt it.
With Pure Gym, you should be able to see some financial reports though soon.
Yeah, I imagine so, because they're a global company, so they must be listed somewhere. But yeah, I prefer to like see their meeting on Monday morning, like what should like
they obviously know about it.
Yeah, man, 100%.
Yeah.
So like that would have been fun to watch.
Sometimes I used to think that when something's happening and everyone's talking about a celebrity online on Twitter or something, that I used to have this perception that they're so big that they might not even have seen it, or they might not. But now I know that they see and hear everything, even the small things.
Yeah.
Like if, for example, there's like a bit of a noise around like people thinking that, I don't know, like a random celebrity, Dana White, who owns UFC, like let's say for example someone says about him, like there's a little small bit of noise going on about him being like something bad happened, like something bad about him.
Right.
I used to see that content and be like, oh, like he's so big and famous and busy, like he's never going to see that stuff. But because of how social media is so, you're on people's phones, it's so accessible, they do see everything.
Yeah, I mean, if I was mad famous, like
you'd actually look more about stuff about you, wouldn't you?
I can't imagine, and it's not, I don't think it's not an arrogance thing, but I can't imagine me being mad famous and not like on my Twitter having my name as a saved search, just checking it.
You regularly say that, but I know some famous people who I've asked this question to, and they don't search them. I can
imagine you might stop after a while because like maybe mental health, like because you can see some mad stuff on there. But even after, I think like I check it every now and again, just
Yeah.
out of curiosity, and also
But
just like
that would not be a good exercise.
yeah, you're right. I don't think I'm not
Like
saying
for
it'll
your
be
mental
healthy.
health.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be healthy, but I can't imagine a scenario where I wouldn't do that. I'm too curious. I'm too curious, man.
Bro, yeah, I know. I understand the curiosity thing, but that would break me, bro. Just like seeing those people talk about me, talk about my life, like the comments.
I know, but I'd just be too curious. I mean, I think I've got a thick skin. I don't know. I don't think you know to get to that stage.
I think you do have thick skin.
I don't know, but I don't think you really know until you get to that stage. You see people making up pure lies about you and things like that. I've never been in that situation, alhamdulillah. So I don't know for sure, but I definitely would be too curious not to know. I wouldn't need to see every single comment, but like if there's like a rumor, I'd want to get on top of it and maybe like squash a rumor, type of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
That's. Did you just see that, bro? There's mosquito. Have you
in my house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Couple man.
Bro. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about sleeping with socks on.
Oh, is it?
In this Dubai 40 degrees Celsius heat.
Yeah.
By the way, you know it's hit 40, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, last time I checked it was 39, so I'm assuming
in my
that's
car
quite
it's 40 anyway.
Bro, I've been waking up with like my ankles have been eaten alive. And it's like I've got that mosquito light.
Oh, do you?
There, you can see why there. I mean, I had plugged in.
You got to plug in though.
Yeah. I had that in my room, bro.
Plugged in, yeah.
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 I just don't, like, and you can never see the mosquitoes, like really, like.
Sometimes they're very small, aren't they?
But bro,
That
so
was a big
my
one.
ankle got attacked recently. Then the other day my arm just got butchered, bro, when I was having a nap.
I've heard there's like a roll-on that's very good.
A what?
A roll-on?
What's that? Oh, like a
deodorant, but to repel mosquitoes.
I don't use anything to repel mosquitoes. That could be my first thing I should try and do.
I've heard. I'll try and
Do
get a
you
brand.
use anything?
I don't. I mean, we do a good job of like keeping the doors closed or using the nets. So we might have one or two.
Mosquitoes are so close to smaller. I think they get through the nets.
They still come in. I
think they get through the net.
But I'll try and kill them before I go bed, if I can.
I don't see any. So have you been bitten up?
Maybe a week ago, I had a couple on my arm.
Yeah.
My daughter had one. Have a couple. If I go into my garden sometimes and I just sit down, I can get bitten up within like 10 seconds after 3 bites.
If I'm in my garden,
but today I was in the garden, I get bitten at all, so it fluctuates.
They're eating me alive, bro.
But generally speaking, alhamdulillah, mosquitoes don't eat me that much.
You know when before I came to Dubai, this sounds really dumb. It is dumb. I thought mosquito. If you would say to me mosquito, in my head I pictured what you would see, a cockroach. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. And at one point, it was really embarrassing because I don't know why. But I suppose because like when I was little, I would like if I traveled to a different country, my mum would be like, "Oh, we got to go to the doctors before we travel because you got to get your mosquito injections." So we'd go to the doctors and getting our injections, and then it was so in my head I'm like, oh, like that's the fact that I need to have an injection for this, like I just pictured a cockroach, like a dangerous looking animal or bug, but like a really big one, like a really large cockroach is what I imagined.
Nice, man.
And
so you're pleasantly surprised when you
so
saw.
what happened is one day I was in Dubai. I played it off so cool, bro. I was in Dubai. Yeah, this is bro. When I say one day I was in Dubai, I was already living here. This was within the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm 30, bro.
Yeah.
And I've been to like prior to this, I've been to like Gambia loads of times where I've been told wear long sleeve. So you don't get bit by mosquitoes, and even that didn't click with me. So I just wore long sleeve, but I didn't even think, oh, like hold on, I think a mosquito is a cockroach. Anyway, so I went to Dubai at one point, and there was a really small fly, and someone just clapped it and killed it. And go, oh, these mosquitoes. And I just looked at them, and I just like processed that. And I was like, well, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a mosquito.
But now you know, yeah. That's funny, man. I
just like linked it to a cockroach for some reason in my head.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I was certain that a mosquito is like what a cockroach is, but if you said mosquito, I would imagine a cockroach.
Was that when you were very young?
No. Actually, I did quickly learn. After that, that's not right, because at some point I also thought that at some point I clocked that they were flies, but then I thought mosquitoes were like what moths are.
Right.
And it was only really recently that it was like the smallest fly, and that's when I realized that a mosquito is like that little black fly.
Yeah.
You know what I think it was? Is when I bought the mosquito killer machine.
Yeah.
And these really little flies were getting picked up. And the holes were small. And the flies were getting picked up. And I was like, it's not killing mosquitoes, but it's killing these little flies.
Yeah.
And it turns out those little flies are mosquitoes.
They are indeed, mate.
So the other things are just flies or moths.
Which ones?
Just normal flies and moths.
Yeah.
By the way, remember that massive bat that was in my house that time?
Oh my days, bruv. That was insane.
Yeah.
I've never even seen that before.
That was the second time that had happened.
What even is that, man?
So for those of you listening, one point, we were drawing. So one day, this is before the time it happened with you.
Right.
One day, oh man,
it is massive, bro.
Yeah, I woke up for Fajr, and so you can imagine. I don't know what time of the year this was. So you imagine it's at 4 a.m. So you can imagine even how I feel. I'm tired. I'm groggy. I wake up for Fajr, dark in the house. By the way, my alarm woke me up for Fajr, and I'm in my bedroom with the door closed. And so I'm now, before I got up, I was in bed, like trying to get awake. So I'm like I'm 50% awake, 50% asleep. And outside I can hear, and I'm thinking, I put it down to something like the roof, like leaves on the roof or something. Right?
Yeah.
I'm half asleep, bro.
Yeah.
Eventually, get up and get ready. I'm about to go to Fajr, like I'm about to leave the house. And as I'm walking down the stairs, I hear that sound and I look up, and at the top of the wall is what can only be described as halfway between a butterfly and a bat.
Yeah, it's more a dragonfly and a bat. Like dragonfly, big as it is, it's like an armored.
Pitch black.
Oh my days, man!
It was a pitch black animal, and I saw it, and I think I let out a gasp.
Yeah, bro. At that point, honestly, I think I let
out. Bro, it's safe to say that day I missed Fajr in the mosque because I spent half an hour trying to get it and kill it. Now,
how'd you kill that one?
Trying to kill something that you're scared of, but you know that you're the only person that everyone else in the house can be even more scared. You're the only person you can rely on in this house to get this. Yeah. I knew it was my responsibility, but I didn't even know what the animal was, bro.
Yeah.
And so that's what's also scary. It's like, I don't know what his capabilities are. I don't know what his superpowers are.
Like, what's his trump card?
Yeah, like, exactly. So I'm like, I'm battling the unknown here. So, bro, I think at one point the thing I ended up killing it with was like a mop.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
because it was so high. I kept swinging at it. No, it was a towel.
Fine.
Because it was so high. I kept
swinging at it with a
towel.
Yeah.
And I could towel. And mate, I had stories from my missus when she woke up, and I was like, "You don't know what I've just been through." Let me
back you up on this, because we did drive.
So
home.
that was the first time.
Fine.
So why don't you tell the story of the second time?
All right. I want to start with what this beast is, yeah, because I just don't know. It is like an armored. Think of a bat, a small bat, but it's a bug, and it is like armored. So when I say armored, I witnessed you hitting this thing hard.
It's hench.
And it was just like shrugging it off.
No, yeah. Bro, he was mocking me.
Yeah.
I'm smacking it, bro.
Yeah, I think you're using a wet towel, like a damp towel.
Maybe.
Yeah, which if you hit a human with it, it's like, you're running around. So this thing was like, get off, like, let me attack this wall, whatever it was doing.
Yeah.
And like, you could tell from the sound of its wings that it was hedge.
Oh, bro, that thing, the sound, bro.
My days.
It sounds like there's a human in your house.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. It sounds like a beast. It did not sound like a bug to me.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like a bug. It looked like a bug on steroids. So anyway, I think we had been invited round to your house for dinner.
That's right. I invited you round to dinner.
Yeah.
I know this was
great
on the menu. Yeah.
I heard that sound again. I think it was like in one of your downstairs rooms.
That's correct.
And yeah, I remember you like grabbing the towel, going in there, and at this point I'm thinking it's probably some sort of like a cockroach, flying cockroach.
Yeah, you thought, let me go help him.
Yeah, I thought it was flying cockroach.
You thought, let me go give him back up.
Yeah, I did. And I saw your face. I think, that does seem quite serious.
You did. Yeah, you saw my face, but you did think I was overreacting a bit.
I did. I mean, initially I did.
You looked at me like, oh, all right, here I come.
Because I did actually think that, because I'd never seen anything like this in my life, and I haven't since. I poked my head. When I saw this thing, mate, I was like, yeah, enjoy. Yeah. I was watching from a distance, mate, and it took you a good like 7, not swings, 7 like connections.
Yeah, 7 connections.
And even then you hit it, and it was on the floor like twitching.
Yeah. And then for good measure, I just smacked it with a slipper at the end.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
Just to make sure it was dead.
Probably the worst I've ever had with a bug. Yeah.
By the way, you know, I found out how that got in both times.
How?
So basically, what it is, because I saw it a third time, but it didn't come in, and that's when I clocked.
Right.
So I haven't seen it since. It was just that season, because that all 3 times I saw that was all in the same period of time, and I've never saw it before. I never saw it after. So there was obviously a period of time where it was like, you know. What do they say?
Out and about.
It was out and about. Oh, Chinese better term. Yeah. You know, sometimes they say like birds and stuff migrate.
Yeah.
At certain seasons. So it could have been like that.
They do say that.
Yeah.
Unfounded, but
yeah. We don't know if there's any truth to that.
That's what he was saying.
So bro, okay. So one day I'm out. And in the garden, not just out. I'm in the garden.
Yeah.
My missus goes, "Oh, could you bring the clothes in?" So I was like, "All right, fine."
Oh.
So I bring the clothes in, bro, and I see it
Sneaky thing
on one of the clothes.
Oh my god.
And I had to really shake it aggressively to get it off, and then it flew, and I was chasing it around the garden, and it eventually flew away. And that's when I realised that both those other times, if you remember the second time when it was in my room, while I was in there, it was next to the basket of clothes that had just been bought in. And the first time, just that night or whatever, before we went to sleep, we brought the clothes in, the dry clothes from outside that were drying in the garden. Basically, this thing, whatever it is, it likes a good dry clothes.
Yeah. A dry rag.
Yeah. It likes my t-shirts or whatever.
Yeah.
And what it does, bro, is because you got to think, bro, you would think that when I'm bringing that big clothes rack in, anything that's on that clothes rack is feeling the movement and flying away.
Yeah.
Bro, that thing, it's like asleep almost, yeah. Almost like it sleeps during the day, because every time I it's during the day, but then it wakes up at night.
Right.
Almost like a bat.
Yeah.
But maybe it was a baby bat.
Bruv, it wouldn't surprise me.
Could have been big bat.
It was definitely a bug,
Yeah.
but it looked like a bat.
So, bro, I was shaking this clothes and it wasn't coming off. I was shaking the t-shirt, and that's when I realized that all those times when I brought it in, no matter how much I would have tried, you have to actively, intentionally
Scrape it off.
physically get that thing to wake up, and then it starts flying and panicking. So ever since that day, we aggressively shake the clothes before we put them in the basket and bring them in.
Yeah, my wife always tells me to shake the clothes.
Yeah, there you go, and there's your lesson.
And so I'll do that more aggressively now.
Yeah.
To be fair,
You have to.
but yeah, I think the worst, like other than that time, my second worst incident with a bug, right? It was also a flying one. This years ago, back in I must have been like 13, 14, and again back then there'd been these apparently they'd migrated from France. So basically, like they looked like beetles with horns on them, right? And they flew, and again they were like armored, right?
And
so
how did you know they were French? Did they come with some baguettes?
If only. That was like this news story. I don't know if my mum said it or what. That's the story I got in my head.
Old wives' tale.
Yeah. I've never seen those bugs before again. Never seen them before. Never saw them after that summer. Right?
Oh, they're in France.
Yeah. They went back to Paris, right? But they were like literally like horned, like shelled things, right? Like again, like a cockroach on steroids with horns on it. And it was flying, and it had like same sort of like wing, whatever, bass, right?
Yeah,
bass on the wing.
Oh, the bass wing.
The subwoofer
the
on the
bass,
back. Yeah. And we got like these badminton bats, so they're called, and we were just whacking them, and it was like again off the bat into a wall and just like carrying on as if like nothing was happening.
Right.
Yeah, and so that was when that altered my brain chemistry. When it came to bugs, it was like, wow, this thing is just shrugging it off and just carrying on life, even though it's just been slammed into a wall. So yeah.
Interesting, isn't it? The different types, just like how there's different types of fruits you get in different countries. There's different types of bugs that you experience, because you do experience bugs and rodents, etc. in the UK, but they're different type, right? And then
imagine Australia, man. You've seen the
like
kind of stuff to go in Australia.
Oh, bro, I've heard stories, man.
Have you seen this camel spider?
No.
Oh, you've not seen that, bruv?
Bro, I've seen videos of like in Australia, kangaroos coming and fighting men.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a couple of like funny videos of that.
Yeah.
Where like he's saving his dog, innit?
I've
seen that one?
I'm not sure.
There's one where like his dog is in a field and the kangaroo's got the dog in a headlock.
Snakes, I heard, is big in America.
Yeah, America.
Kangaroo, sorry, no, in
both places, I guess.
Kangaroo got a dog in the headlock.
Yeah, so got a dog in a headlock. It's a very famous video. I'll send it to you. And the owners like come running across the field to confront this kangaroo, yeah, which is not a good idea because kangaroo can box you up and kick you up. He's come.
They're hench, innit?
Yeah, massively hench. But it's his dog in it. He wants to save his dog. He's let go of the dog, and like the cat, they're squaring up, bro. It's like USV, like squaring up that on toes and stuff. And the kangaroo's like very confident because I can easily kill this man. It probably could, but the guy's just gone whack, like left hook to the kangaroo's jaw, and the kangaroo just stopped bouncing. Just be like, he's just like in shock that he's punched, and then like the guy just walks away. But it's very funny because the kangaroo's literally like this, yeah.
They're not scared. They're used to them, right? Like,
yeah, they're not. I mean, the kangaroo just looks pure shock that he's had to eat an L or eat the punch. But this is a camel spider, yeah.
Bro, in Australia, the snakes are as big in Australia.
Yeah.
Like people are scared of like snake, and then
there's a camel spider, and they're absolutely massive.
Oh wow.
Like larger than a hand.
Wow.
And there's also is it the wolf hunts? Oh, the huntsman spider. Is it the huntsman?
I've seen those, bro. In America, in some parts of America, there's it's very normal to have.
Yeah, I'm not. Although I like spiders, you don't want that in your house.
No
at 2 a.m.
way. Coyotes in America, they have to like keep them away from you, like because at night time, they find that coyotes have like eaten their crop or whatever.
Yeah, common problem. my crops have been eaten. But no, you're right. Coyotes. Some places like America's massive, man. If you're like in the mountain UK, lions,
yes, bro.
Bears, man. Some people they go outside. There's the bear in their front garden.
A bear in his garden, bro.
Long day, man.
Did you ever get foxes in the UK?
Yeah,
we had all the time.
Yeah, screaming like nobody's business.
Yeah, at 2 a.m.
Yeah, but you know there's foxes here.
No,
but not those kind of foxes.
What kind of foxes?
Have you ever heard of fennec foxes?
No.
I've seen one of these myself personally like 3 years ago, but they're beautiful, man. I'll show you.
In the UK, the foxes seem quite harmless, right? They like run away from you.
Yeah, they're not. They don't want. I think if you like corner it and try to like harm it, it'll bite you. But they're not. They're harmless. But these actually are native to UAE.
Oh wow!
Or like they're like baby. They look like baby foxes, but they're fully grown.
Wow!
I've seen one on the road once.
Really?
Around, yeah. And someone spotted it not too long ago. They don't like to be seen, so you don't see them often, but they're about.
They don't like to be seen.
No.
Okay.
They're nocturnal as well, apparently, but they're cute.
What does that mean? That they stay awake
stay awake in the nighttime.
Oh wow! Yeah. I've not seen that animal before in my life.
Yeah, I've only ever seen it once.
I've seen. I've never seen a stray animal in the UAE.
No.
Not a stray animal. A stray camel. Was randomly crossing the road. Stray.
I've seen one. Stray one.
STRAY. Stray.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of stray camels.
Really?
Yeah, stray camels I've seen. Fox. I saw a rabbit the other day, but probably wasn't stray. Someone like escaped rabbit.
So when you say stray camel, what do you mean?
So when I went to Ras Al
I've seen camels.
When I went to Ras Al Khaimah, I saw like what I imagine was a stray camel just by himself or a couple of them.
Where was it? On the road?
Yeah, next to the road. And also after COVID, there was a time where there was some camel. It may have not been stray, but it's just been someone's herd of camels has gone like rogue a bit. But they crossed the road near Moudon, not far from you.
Yeah,
they're crossing the road.
I've seen camels there before.
Yeah,
not stray though.
I don't know if it was stray. Their legs weren't tied up. I couldn't see anything on them. But I think they were stray. The fact they made it all the way to the road, I imagine they were stray, because otherwise, like the shepherd would have been like,
that's true.
Get back here, camel number 7. Do you know what I mean? What else have I seen? I've seen some beautiful birds.
Really? Oh,
Green birds.
I've seen some beautiful birds here.
A bird that is mentioned in the Quran, I've seen multiple times.
Is that the
Hoopoe?
Okay.
Hoopoe bird. That's a very, very lovely bird.
Ababil, is that one? Is that
possibly this one? I don't know what.
Yeah, I've seen that. There's loads of them in my area.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen them quite regularly.
They're lovely.
They're so beautiful, bro.
They are. I've seen like green parrots.
Have you?
Yeah.
When I was in Morocco, I saw obviously stray donkeys and stuff.
Yeah. There's not that many stray. Oh, I've seen wild ibexes here.
What's that?
They're like the goats with the massive horns.
No way.
You know when we went to horse riding with Fawaz?
The horns that kind of like a cross on.
No, they're like hold on, ibex. This is actually I think this is the national animal of. No, it's not. Oh yeah, is it? I think it's this one. I thought I'm pretty sure the one I saw had straight horns.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen those kind of.
Maybe this isn't it.
That is the one I was thinking.
No, sorry, not ibex. Oryx.
Oryx.
I get my Oryx and Ibex mixed
Yeah,
up.
clearly. You say,
Yeah, these I've seen. I've seen the Oryx.
Oh, completely different.
Yeah.
Not crossing at all.
No, very nice animals.
Right.
Unless they stick you with those horns. But yeah, seen the.
Yeah, not seeing that, man.
So I've been about, really. Been about.
Yeah, you have been about.
Mm,
Remember that time we did glamping?
yeah.
Surprised we didn't come across anything that day.
We probably did, but we just didn't see it.
Oh,
Because it was in the dark, wasn't it? I mean, there's also there's scorpions here. There's snakes here. I think. I don't think like dangerous ones, but snakes do exist. Let's have a little look. Snakes in the UAE.
What do you see stray in the UK? Just foxes, isn't it?
Foxes, rats.
Rats, yeah.
What else?
Nice.
See some owls. I've seen
Really?
some owls a couple of times in the UK. Not in London, but when I've left London. So a beautiful owl in Hastings.
When I lived in Wales, I would see, well, they wouldn't be stray, they'd be like from farm or like somewhere, but you'd see more animals in Wales.
What kind of animals? Like sheep and stuff.
Oh yeah, sheep, goats.
Yeah. In London, you just get foxes, man. Foxes and rats.
Yeah.
Nothing else would.
They're
Dare
like
enter.
city animals.
Yeah. Pigeons, foxes, rats.
Yeah.
That's all we've got, really. But yeah, there are snakes in the UAE, but I don't think they're that like.
I imagine like in Texas and stuff in America, it's like snakes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because it's hot there.
Yeah. I mean, it's hot here as well. I mean, I guess if you went into the desert here, like, you know, there's like the empty quarter of like, you know, Saudi, like Saudi and UAE kind of connects them. It's just like pure desert. Imagine if you went there, you'd see like bear snakes and stuff.
Do you reckon there's going to become houses and stuff there?
Don't know, you know.
It's interesting. There's a lot of desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of desert. Let's round this thing up.
Yeah. Let's round it off.
Let's round this thing up.
Let's reel it in here.
What is the time, bro?
Time is 10:14.
10:14 p.m.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
It is,
It's a
isn't
good
it?
roundage,
It's a nice
yeah.
rounded number.
That is nice.
Number.
All right. Well, guys and girls, brothers and sisters, you had some breaking news on this podcast today. Should I release that? This episode?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's fine.
Yeah. But then it would be a nice surprise. But yeah.
You know what? I think I like what you said earlier. Building in public. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't given too much away other than the
Other than the
actual
entire thing,
guest.
the entire
Yeah,
thing.
then everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
The Fresh You Kind of family is actually a family, you know, so it's kind of nice in that sense. Like,
100%.
we should all get the news together. And we did get the news together.
Yeah.
And guys, with that being said, this was Fresh You Kind of. Kai, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. Inshallah next week. And hopefully I would have not come off a 3-hour meeting, so I apologize, guys, if I came across angry.
You came across great, all right? It was great.
Kaya.
Jazakallah khairan for having me on again.
Quite, yeah, 'cause